Let's find the sum 1/2 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/5 plus 1/6 plus 1/7. The least common denominator used is blank. Now first, you gotta really understand the language arts in this problem to solve it. So the least common denominator is, if you wanted to find this, you can't just add these up. The denominators are different, so you want to change it so that the denominators are the same, and you don't want to do anything that you don't have to do, right? You don't want to multiply by a number that's too large and then get a number that's too big to work with in your denominator. So we want the least common denominator. Basically, they just want the LCM, the least common multiple of the denominators here. They just want the LCM of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So let's go ahead and do that. LCM 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, first we're going to go ahead and eliminate 2 of them. You see, at first, if we have a multiple of 4, then it's also a multiple of 2. So we can just trash out 2, throw that away, just leave the 4. And well, if we have a multiple of 6, well, it's a multiple of 2 and 3. 3, any multiple of 3 is a multiple of 6, so we can trash out, we just throw out the 3 as well. So now we just have the LCM of 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we could go ahead without multiples of 4, without multiples of 5, without multiples of 6, without multiples of 7, and that's okay, but we're going to do something more efficient here. We're going to find the prime factorizations for each of these numbers. 4 is 2 squared. 5 is 5. Go ahead and write down the 5 to the first. 6 is 2 to the first times 3 to the first, 2 times 3. Go ahead and write down the first powers as well. And 7 is 7. Write down 7 to the first power. So now we can pick out the largest exponents. We can pick out the largest factors of 2, 7, 3, and 5. Now you might be thinking, why largest? Isn't picking the largest thing going to result in a larger number? Well, here's the thing. We have 2 squared and 2 to the first. According to modern rule, we want to pick 2 squared. But you might be thinking least common denominator. We want to pick the least factors of our numbers. Well, look at that. 2 to the first. Well, if we only have 1 2 in the prime factorization of our resulting number, but then it won't be a factor of 4 because 4 is 2 squared, but 6 only has 1 factor of 2 in it. That means if your number only has 1 factor of 2 in your prime factorization, then it cannot be a multiple of 4. Got that? So that's why we want to pick the highest factors. So highest factor of 2, highest factor of 5, highest factor of 3, highest factor of 7. Now I can multiply them and just drop in a couple 5s, 3s, 2s, and 7s. 2 squared, that's 4. And 4. 5 to the first is 5. 3 to the first is 3. 7 to the first is 7. And 4 times 5 is 20. 3 times 7 is 21. 20 times 21 is 420.